Hi everyone! I'm Mimi and I'm starting my hike on the Appalachian Trail today. Let's go!
Good morning. Let's see, the plan is to go about a little under 11 miles to Wesser Bald Shelter. That's the tentative plan anyway. We'll see how the day goes. It was kind of windy, a lot of wind gusts last night, but I slept fairly well. Feeling good this morning. I'm gonna hike about 3.5 miles and then stop and make myself some coffee and have a little bite to eat. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty day. Going up and over Wesser Ball today. Doesn't look too terribly hard, but that always seems to change once I get on that incline going up and feeling it, but we will see. Either way, it's starting off as a good day. No complaints. We're just going down a little bit, and then I think we have a little bit of an up, and then we'll be at like a gravel parking lot where I'll fix some coffee. So let's get this day started. Show you some of the trail this morning. It's very peaceful and quiet. You see her birds. Well, you guys probably hear me breathing, but I can't help that. Hey, just finished having coffee and a snack. There were several state, or I guess it just Forest Service vehicles, not state, it's a national thing. But anyways, there's multiple Forest Service vehicles where I stopped for coffee and a snack. They're doing a prescribed burn near the section that I just finished. They're not having to close down that section because it's going to be far enough from the trail. But a bunch of them getting their gear on and getting ready to hike up and do a black line for the burn. And now walking up to Rocky Bald. Not too much of an incline, but enough that makes you feel it in your legs a little bit, and certainly my breath. I don't know. Hopefully one of these days I'll get to where I'm not breathing so heavy. It's still kind of hazy, foggy outside. Not sure if it'll clear up, but yeah, get going. I realized I've never really shown any of the shelters. This one is Cold Spring Shelter. It's literally right on. There's the trail is right there, and it's literally right on the trail, just about. Most of them are not. Most of them you have to walk down or up to. Just a pretty basic shelter. Most of them have a broom like that one does up there, so you can sweep it out. There's a fireplace, and what's nice about this one is that the water is so close. They have a little piped stream right here, so you can collect water, which is nice too, because a lot of times you have to walk a little ways to get to the water source for the evening for your shelter. But yeah, this would be nice at the end of the day to see. You wouldn't have to climb or go down into the shelter. The sign right there says camping. So there must be some flat spots for tents. It says 0.1 miles down the trail. So yeah, that was Cold Spring Shelter. That would be a nice one to stay at. But we are gonna keep pressing on today. Try to get that, I think it's like 10.8 miles for me that I was planning on. Just looking for where the campsites are at. Well, it looks like the camp spots are up here on the right, and you have to go up a little bit. There is a spot down there and a little fire pit. But then it looks like if you need more, you go up there somewhere. Probably would be a very pretty view. Okay, going down into this gap down here, and then after we get down to that gap, then we climb up there to that bald. I think it's Sire Bald or Siler Bald. Can't remember, but I'll double check. So, making my way down to the gap and then headed up. I think I got about three and a half more miles. I'm not sure. I haven't checked in a while, but I'll look when I get down into the gap. All right, down in Tellico Gap. I got like it's windy, a small parking area, rather big parking area. Anyways, I think I'm gonna take like 20 to 30 minutes, take my shoes off, get a snack. My energy levels are a little low right now, so I'm hoping maybe if I can get a snack, then I'll have the energy to get up and over this bald. And anyways, try to also figure out where the trail goes from here too. All right, well, get my shoes off and have a snack. Alrighty, so just left Tellico Gap. I took a bit of a break. I think I was there like 25 minutes. Took my shoes off, had a snack, drank some water. My energy's kind of down for some reason today, so have about a 1 1/4 climb up to Wesser Bald, and I think I'm like 2.2 miles from the shelter, Wesser shelter, where I'm going to stay tonight. And so I think this little climb up to Wesser Bald is just going to be a slow one for me. Hopefully tomorrow for my climb down into the NOC, I'll have a bit more energy for that. That's like a 6-mile climb straight down, so we'll see. Gonna get to the top of Wesser and then head on to the shelter from there. Here we go. All right, made it to the top of Wesser Bald. There's the tower. I dropped my pack right there, and I'll climb up to the top of the tower. Here we are at the top of the tower. A little breezy. The sun finally decided to come out. It was a warm, slow climb up here, but made it. The breeze feels really nice. Feels good. There's over the edge. Rolling up on Wesser Bald Shelter. This will be home for tonight. I haven't decided if I'm going to stay in the shelter or set my tent up. Staying in the shelter would make it easy in the morning just to pack up my bedding and go. But I also know that sleeping in my tent, I think I sleep a little bit better just because of privacy. But I'm gonna go take a look at it, see how clean it is, and then kind of decide from there what it looks like. I don't know if it'll feel creepy to sleep in here by myself or not, but it does look clean. So, I don't know. Let me look around. I didn't see a whole lot of flat tent sites, but maybe I just didn't look in the right place. We'll see. There's the privy back there. It actually has a door. Most of them haven't had a door. Well, let me set my pack down and decide what I'm gonna do tonight. Okay, decided to be lazy and not set up my tent. Got my sleeping stuff set up in the shelter for the night. So far, nobody else is here, all by myself. But it's still a little bit early. It's just a little after 6 o'clock. But we'll see if anybody else shows up. But right now, it's just a quiet evening. I ate my dinner already. I actually ate 2 dinners because I was so hungry. But got those cooked and eaten and all that stuff taken care of and cleaned up and getting ready to put my bear canister somewhere away from the shelter. And I think I might be able to see the sunset a little bit from here. So it's going to be a pretty evening. So yeah, we'll be able to see a little bit of a sunset tonight. And not that the picture's that pretty because, you know, right there is a privy. But we'll get maybe a little bit of color from the sunset. Today was a good day. Tomorrow I'm looking forward to seeing Gary. I don't know if I'm looking forward to the climb out of here, but that's part of it. We'll hope that my knees don't revolt against me. And we will see everybody in the morning.
Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe.